Hey, what's up, everybody? We are live in effect. Welcome to episode 2 of the Real Review. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Make sure you hit that like button, and we will be right back in a few seconds. It's the Real Review. It's the Real Review. It's the Real Review. I like that. I like this. The Real Review. Yeah. Anyway, welcome to the second episode of Real Review, where I'm going to be talking about WandaVision. Actually, I'm surprised as many people watched the first episode. So thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for liking. I really appreciate it. And I'm glad to have you here. So please feel free to put your comments up. Tell me if you disagree or if you agree, if you degree, if you agree. And yeah, and we'll talk about it, because I encourage a lot of audience participation. So I appreciate this. You can tell me if you agree or you don't agree. It's fine. So what I'm going to be talking about is WandaVision, I guess season 1. Again, I don't know. But episode 2 of WandaVision. So for those who watched the first episode, I think I gave it like 4.5 stars, which was pretty high. But I think I'm going to scale it down. I'm going to be a little bit harsher this time, just be more realistic. Because in a sense, if you think about like acting wise, 5 stars would be something like really, really, really amazing acting, like Denzel Washington, Leo DiCaprio level acting. 4 stars would be, something like, man, it's really good. You moved me. I felt something. 3 stars is good. It's good. It's not bad. So I'm going to go in that direction. So before we really get into it again, make sure you like the video, share it so that more people can see this. And we're going to dive right into it. So basically the story of WandaVision in this one, it builds up from the last one. So in this one, now, I think the first episode was seemingly placed in the 1950s. Now it seems like we're placed in the 1960s. And so Wanda and Vision are, sleeping in separate beds, which is very odd by today's standards. But if you think about around the time, basically the morals of our country, you can't show a married couple sleeping in bed together, as crazy as that is. It's like, this is a married couple. Why can't they sleep in the same bed? But I guess if they were thinking about it, we can't be indecent. You can't have children seeing sex or anything like that. That's weird. You can't show that. So I really like that they showcase that, them sleeping in separate beds, calling back. There's really good attention to the material and how it was back then. So that goes on to all of that being said, that I think they heard a noise outside and stuff like that, and Vision was afraid. He was afraid of what's going on, and which it's funny because it's Vision. It's like, dude, you got superpowers. What are you afraid of? But he's afraid to go check and see what's outside. I think Wanda ends up using a magic, opens up the window. It's a tree branch, and they move on. So anyway, long story short, Vision ends up going to a neighborhood watch, with the guys, because he's trying to inoculate himself into the neighborhood, the people, really build friendships and all this stuff. And Wanda's kind of going about her business, but she sees a helicopter. There's nothing. Who cares? Like a little toy helicopter. Who cares? But the thing is, this is in color. So that's the interesting thing, because everything is black and white. This is still like, black and white, but this toy helicopter is in color. So this stands out. And Wanda's just kind of like, what's happening here? And I think she's hearing a noise. She's hearing something, and it's not fitting in with what's going on around her environment. Her neighbor distracts her and tells her, hey, you need to come to this gathering and the women folk are having. So they go over there, and they end up seeing Dottie Jones, who is played by Emma Caulfield Ford. And, she does a pretty good job playing the very rude, obnoxious, almost like Mean Girls type of lady who is making all the other women wish they can be her. She's the it girl of the neighborhood. And so Wanda's trying to fit in. She's still seeming weird with everybody else. But she befriends Geraldine, I think the only black girl we've kind of seen so far in this series. So she befriends Geraldine, and everything is fine. Everything's great. And fast forward, we'll go back to, I think, Vision, to where Vision is at the neighborhood watch. He's trying to fit in. It's not really working out initially because they're just like, this dude is weird. What's wrong with him? But he ends up befriending everybody. They like him. and somebody ends up giving him some chewing gum. So he doesn't know what it is. He chews it, gunks up the circus, and now he's just like, he doesn't know how to react. He doesn't know how to move. It's messing him up. They think it's funny. Oh, the Vision, he's crazy. Look at him. But he's just really messed up because his inner circus, which I thought was really good too. They did a really great job with it. Some more comedic relief and humor with that time period. It was really great. And I think at this point there is a commercial break where it kind of hints towards Hydra. You see Hydra on there, so it's like at this point it's just like, is Hydra involved? Maybe that's what they want you to think. They want you to think Hydra's involved, but it's somebody else. Then again, I don't know. I mean, Hydra's there for a reason, right? They put this. I don't know. So we go back to the main story where I think Wanda and Vision are supposed to have a talent show with Dottie. Dottie's putting together a talent show and raising funds, whatever. And they're supposed to have this talent show and they're supposed to do a magic show. But Vision basically stumbles into the scene. The gum is making him act drunk, which I thought was interesting. So it's the circus all messed up. So he seems very drunk. And Wanda's trying to figure out what's happening. Like, what's wrong with you? So he accidentally shows his powers. He's flying. Wanda is trying to use her magic to he was on a string the whole time. Wow. And people are just like, oh, okay. I thought he was actually flying, And there was other little things like that almost gave away his powers. And also Geraldine, the black woman, which I thought was interesting because Wanda ended up befriending her, right? They ended up becoming friends in a sense. So I was just like, okay. I was like, it's funny as a black guy, as a black man, I kind of see this stuff as, the good black friend of the lead character, of the lead white character. Sadly, she does a great job. The girl who was playing Geraldine, I need to say her name. The woman who was playing Geraldine is Tiana Paris. Tiana Paris is doing a great job. But I did recognize that she is the basically like the best black buddy of the white character. But that's just what I'm just used to seeing at this point, sadly. But they're still doing a good job. Towards the end of it, I guess Wanda ends up bringing Geraldine into the magic fold. And she didn't even know she was going to be a part of. Like, wait, how did this happen? And she just made her appear as if that was their whole plan the whole time, appear in the box. So everybody's, oh, hooray, that's great. They win an award, the Best Comedy Performance of the Year award, and they go home to find out that Wanda is pregnant. How did she get pregnant? It looked like she's like 3 months pregnant. They're like, how do you get pregnant? And at first Vision is just like, I don't know about this. And like, I don't know. Something seems off. Something seems weird. And they hear another noise again, because remember at the beginning of the episode, there was a noise they heard outside. Hear another noise. They both go outside, and they see somebody coming up out of the sewers and dressed like a beekeeper. And it's ominous music. Oh, man. So then you hear something, that like either they're calling out to them or something. Somebody's calling out to them. And it's kind of scary because the screen kind of jerks, and it's almost like horror. So Wanda just says, no. And the whole thing just starts going in rewind, just rewinds itself. And they're all the way back to where I think Wanda is basically telling Vision, oh, I'm pregnant. This time, Vision is happy. The Vision's like, oh, I'm so happy. And it's just like, whoa. What's going on? Okay. And now at this point, I really feel like Wanda is really manipulating a lot of stuff. She's trying to ignore the colored helicopter, in black, and also the thing is turning the color this time around. Now they look like hippies. So it seems like they went to the 1970s. So I see the trend they're going. It's the first episode 1950s, second episode 1960s, third episode 1970s. I don't know. We'll see. So I thought that was really cool. So they ended it on that note. Wanda's pregnant. Vision's happy. He's not questioning, because at first he was just like, wait, something's off. Something isn't right. I think we really need to talk about this world seems weird, like something. But she just wants to be happy. She just wants to be happy. And I feel like, this is me, I feel like she is still living in this world of her own, and she wants, because Vision died and her brother died, and she just wants to be happy. And that's if I have to live in a bubble of lies. Maybe she created this bubble of lies, maybe in her head, and trying to bring it back into reality. Maybe that voice that she heard earlier with the beekeeper and all this stuff, all these little things are trying to bring it back into reality. She ain't going for it. She like, no, I want to be in denial. I want to live in this world where everything's perfect, even if it doesn't make sense. I don't care. And that's what's happening so far. So that's the story to catch you up with so far. But all of that being said, let's go into how I felt about all of these things so far. So first category, acting and casting. How did I feel about it? I think that the actors did pretty good. I think that Wanda and Elizabeth Olsen and Paul Bettany did a really great job, and the other actors that I mentioned before, they did a really great job. Tiana Parrish that played Geraldine did really good. Emma Caulfield Ford that played Dottie Jones, she did a really great job. All of them did great. You know, they did good work. So I think they did a good job. Was it amazing per se? No, but they did a really great job for the material that was given to them. I really believe they were in this era that they were in, even though all of this crazy weird stuff was going on, but they still held their own, and I enjoyed it. I must admit, I definitely enjoyed it, and kudos to the actors who did a great job. So I will give them 4 reels. Great job. This is great. This is amazing. You know, this is really, well, this is great. I'll say this is great. You know, good is 3, great 4, amazing, you know, stupendous, wonderful was 5. But they did a great job for the material that was given to us. So I'll give them 4 reels, and that is in the category of acting and casting. So moving on to story. I already told you what the story was about. You know, all these things that was happening is carrying on from the first episode. The noise at the window that eventually came back full circle towards the end of the episode. I thought that was really well written. This definitely carries this story on more, and it's almost like, why are they going from the 1950s to the 60s to supposedly the 70s now? And all of that is really interesting. So we'll see from there how this goes. And I would say with that, with the great story that they're giving, and you know, with the how everybody's doing a great job, and they're really leaning into the script and the story, that's still great. I give that 4 reels. I give it 4 reels for the story. 4 reels from me. So that's great. They're doing a great job. The story is really good. I can't really judge or say anything bad about this story. I'm not the biggest fan of Wanda and of Vision, but I gotta be honest, and I have to be fair. It's a great story that they're weaving so far. So we'll see. 4 reels. And the last category, which is budgeting and marketing, which I guess at this point is kind of hard. I mean, again, I have to kind of ding Marvel on what they've been doing with Wanda leading up to this point, that I still don't care. As much as this show is good, I don't care that much. I'm not super excited about watching the next episode, but I'm intrigued. I am intrigued. So I will say, because what they did, the money that they put into the show, the budget, they're doing a really great job, and this is a great show for this. But I'm just giving them on the marketing aspect. I have to ding them on they haven't been treating Wanda or Scarlet Witch with the utmost respect, to where I should care more. I still don't care, and this is the 2nd episode. I don't care, but I have to give them 3 reels. 3 reels from me on the aspect of budgeting and marketing. If they did a better job, I would have cared more. It probably would have been 4. I would have been more excited about this character, but I'm not. And I don't care that much about Vision. Vision didn't matter to me after Avengers 2 Age of Ultron. He just became weak. It's just like him. He became weak. Bucky became weak after Civil War. Bucky was whooping everybody, and then he just became weak. So I don't like that aspect. It's just like these people are supposed to be amazing, but then you show them to be weak, and I'm supposed to care now? I don't. But you know, that's that. So overall, with the overall category of everything that I give, my overall score with all of these things combined together, that comes out to be, I have no drum roll. I need to hire somebody to do my drum roll. But just imagine drum roll in your head. Overall score, 3.5 reels. That's good to great. It's good. It's not bad. It's good. You know, so I know the last episode I gave it like 4.5 reels. I give this one 3.5 reels, just because I'm trying to be a little bit more realistic in, like I said, the acting category. You know, it's like if I move to tears, than 5 reels. But you know, I mean, they're doing a great job. This is good. This is good. And people who aren't even fans of this show, they like it. You know, so or aren't fans of Marvel. That's what I mean. They like it. So I mean, they're doing a good job. Man, I'm really trying to find a way to hate on this show outside of what I'm doing, but I just can't. Just the truthfulness and the fairness within me is not allowing me to do so. I just got to be real. And honestly, I'm more of a DC fan, but I will give credit. Credit is due where credit is due. This show gets 3.5 reels. It's still good. It's almost great. It's a good show. You know, so everybody, with that being said, I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Make sure y'all hit this like button because I need more people to see this. I know you want more people to see how great of a job I'm doing with this, and this is a great show. The WandaVision is a great show. I'm going to be reviewing more stuff soon. So hit the like button, share this video so more people can see it. Put your comments on there. What did you think about episode 2? What did you think of WandaVision? What did you think about that? I don't know. I thought it was fine. I thought it was good. You know, was it super duper amazing? No, but I thought it was fine. It wasn't bad, you know. So if you want to follow me on any of the social medias and all that stuff, you can find me here. Booyah. Follow me at John F. Thomas, Facebook, YouTube. Subscribe to my YouTube. I'm going to be having more of these out for sure. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at JT Slim Cutter. I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. I love y'all. I'll see y'all next week with the 3rd episode, going on episode 3 of WandaVision. And we're going to continue this and see where it goes. We'll ride this WandaVision train till the wheels fall off. Thanks for tuning in, man. Again, make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button. I'll see y'all next week. Peace.